Mobile Geek's coverage of MWC 2015 is powered by ASUS.
Hey guys, Sasha from Mobile Geeks here. I'm in sunny Barcelona for Mobile World Congress 2014. No, actually 2015. I'm not even sure if I said 2014 in the other videos. Forget about this. It's still 2015 and I'm going to do the ultimate HTC One comparison. Almost. This is like 75% of the ultimate HTC One comparison because I'm missing the HTC One X. But you know what? Let's just start with this from the left. We have the brand new, that was brand new back in 2013, HTC One, the very first HTC One, if we are not counting the HTC One X in. Then we have the HTC One M8 and we have the new HTC One M9. I would love to show you a little bit the kind of, I wouldn't say evolutionary steps and in between these three devices, but just go through all the different specifications. Let's take a look at the design and let's see maybe which smartphone I would prefer, which smartphone you would prefer. You can just leave us a comment down below. Let's talk about specifications. Well, first of all, let's talk about screen size. We have a 4.7-inch 1080p here on the HTC One M7. This is a 5-inch 1080p and this is a 5-inch 1080p. All of them are sporting a Super LCD screen. When it comes to the size of these devices, you know what, this changed quite a lot, especially from the M7 to the M8, while the M9 is almost at the same size as the HTC One M8. But what I would love to show you is, I think they always got a little bit bigger. Let's check this out. So we have the HTC One M7 down below, which is 9.3 millimeters thick. The HTC One M8 in the middle is 9.4 millimeters, and the HTC One M9 is 9.61 millimeters. When it comes to the weight, you know what, this also improved a little bit. They started with 143 grams here on the HTC One M7, while this one, the M8, had 160 grams, and now, you know what, they could get rid of 3 grams on the HTC One M9 because this weighs 157 grams. Of course, we've also seen quite an improvement when it comes to the SoCs on all three devices. This one, back in 2013, sported the Qualcomm Snapdragon 600, a quad-core at 1.7 GHz. The HTC One M8 came with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 801, a quad-core at 2.5 GHz. And the HTC One M9 comes with a brand new Qualcomm Snapdragon 810, which is a 64-bit octa-core with 4 cores at 2 GHz and 4 cores at 1.5 GHz. Let's talk about memory and internal storage. The HTC One M8 supported 2 gigabytes of RAM. We've had 2 gigabytes of RAM on the M8, and now we have 3 gigabytes of RAM on the HTC One M9. When it comes to internal storage, we had versions of 32 and 64 gigabyte on the HTC One M7, and we've had 16 and 32 gigabytes on the One M8, and we have 32 gigabytes on the M9. The huge difference here is that you can get micro SD cards of up to 128 gigabytes into the One M8 and into the One M9. Let's talk about batteries, because I mean this is all about battery life, and it definitely makes a huge difference if you compare a 2300 milliampere hour battery on the M7 to the 2600 milliampere hour battery on the M8, and now last but not least on the M9 we have a 2840 milliampere hour battery. All three batteries are non-removable, and you want to make sure that you're just getting enough capacity to get you through the day. Let's talk about the cameras. We have a 4 megapixel front facing here on the HTC One M7. There is a 5 megapixel front facing on the M8 and a 4 megapixel here on the M9. You know what? Let me explain it that way. let's just turn them around, because this makes just more sense to show you the different concepts here. Look at this. Well, first of all, you can also tell, I mean, this slightly changed here. Still, they have this kind of T engravements here. We have this ultra pixel. They introduced this back in 2013. They called it ultra pixel. That was a 4 megapixel camera here on the HTC One M7. While on the One M8, we've actually had 4 megapixel cameras again, ultra pixel, but 2 of them. Well, now on the HTC One M9, we have a 20 megapixel camera. This is a Toshiba sensor. So HTC kind of got rid of the ultra pixel technology, at least when it comes to the rear cameras. And we just turning them around again. And I told you already that this one sports a 4 megapixel camera here. So this is basically the ultra pixel camera that we got to know on the One M7 or on the One M8. Now they just put it up onto the front side or into the front. And it also comes with a wide angle lens. So this is just perfect for taking selfies. Let's take a quick look at the displays. This is also a huge difference. The One M7 and the One M8, they've had the power button here on the top. And right now with the One M9, we have it here on the side. So let's just, turn all of them on. Oh, here we go. So all of them coming with HTC Sense, and of course the One M9 sports the latest version of it, which is HTC Sense 7.0. Especially when we're heading over to this little reader over here, you can definitely tell this is a huge difference and evolutionary steps that HTC made in terms of the software. So if you want to get my opinion on all of this, I think, first of all, the One series is pretty much the most beautiful Android handset that is out there. Am I surprised about what we're getting now with the HTC One M9? Not really, because, just look at this, right? Let me just switch this off here. They all look just very, very similar. And I know so many people complaining about design when it comes to smartphones. Oh, the LG always looks the same. Oh, the Samsung Galaxy, they always look the same. And the Sony Xperia Z series always looks the same. Yes, these are the flagship devices. So they still try to embrace this kind of, can I say, corporate identity or corporate design. This is, the design language of these devices. I still love the HTC One M7, and even though this is based on technology back from 2013, it is still a beautiful device. While the HTC One M8 is also still a beautiful device. I think the biggest problem that I'm having here with these devices is I couldn't really see the need to switch from the M7 or to upgrade from the M7 to the M8. And I feel the same about the M9 right now. Do I really want to upgrade from the M8 to the M9? I actually don't think so. So if you have any comments regarding this, if you have a different opinion, please let me know down below in the comments. Tell us, which device you would prefer. Let us know if you would upgrade to the HTC One M9, if you're still sticking with your M7 or your M8. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and search for Mobile Geeks. Thanks for watching.